Recording, tolerance and challenge were the goals of this year's Iris Award Film Festival in Cardiff. A transversal perspective and a showcase of cinema that puts the principles of the festival into practice and becomes the largest LGBT short film award in the world. On this list of 50 films, 36 competing for the 30,000 grand prize, including 15 including the Best British Short Film, Sidebar, and a crossover. The 13th edition of Iris gave a transcontinental insight into the contemporary homosexual experience that will take place. Gail Evansis was looking for a lead actor to represent the marginalized communities of a previous short film in the Roma community, working closely with the mermaids of the charity to get an accurate picture of the trans youth experience. But the fears underlying the stigma are much more than just ghettos for homosexuals. The remarkable effect is that they build on their open and homosexual stage to develop a broad resonance of the prejudices as suspensions that prevent us from connecting, expressing with their well-performed physical terror the universally felt pain and isolation from isolation. Dynamically filmed with satirical and stylistic dedication, as big as an epic in the thin shell of a short film. How to Live Your Life Correctly enjoys the burgeoning lesbian love story in the context of strict social control. This year, the Cardiff Iris Film Festival presented trends that emerge from the whole spectrum of queer films, with a palette of colors and decors inspired by the not-too-distant days of the Zirconian nasal cut. This impressive short film is the most intimate use of a device in film history. Alfie Dale's commitment to magical realism received the unprecedented honor of winning the British Best Short Film Award, along with the public and youth jury awards in this category. Combining modern design, illustration and journalism, we have been described as at the forefront of the independent editorial movement. Our critics have a unique 3-inch rating system that captures different aspects of the film experience. Grammy's Deep Clean appointed music video director David Wilson to record him in Extreme Offenses, with a Lost Pine soundtrack and films a bold performance by Harry Clayton Wright in David Velduke's Cronenbergian Chiller, which largely reflects his previous experience in advertising and short films. Pedophilia of the genre is also decisive. Watma, a polyphonic helmet with a long microtusk, stands out for his editing. His film is mercilessly concise and perfectly edited, and visually represents the tension of an evolving application with an ingenious formal control that marks it for observation. This splendor of 3 crowns is a good indication of the probably cross attraction of this delicate portrait. A tender look at the innocence of childhood and unconditional love is told from the point of view of a 7-year-old boy, while his older brother appears as a transgender, in a broader film culture, repeatedly flooded with controversies over the cast of cis actors in transgenic roles. Iris' central commitment to inclusive representation is a welcome vision of the world as it should be, whether it's about leaving out tragedies that were previously inevitable or filtering out former subtenants. All these shorts represent a community that is increasingly keen to be seen on its own terms.